Welcome back to Game Crunch, everyone. Keeping up to date with the latest in the video game world. Now, today, we got some news for you. We got some potentially bad news for you. And we got some other news that is basically, this is kind of your fault because you're a little bit sick in the head. So you know those Trump tariffs where he's going to tariff Canada and he's going to tariff Mexico? Well, we got some reports where this could make your physical games even more expensive, and this could even bleed over to your digital games. We'll get onto that in just a second. And then developer TeamKill, they're making a spiritual successor to Dino Crisis. Well, they're explaining that it's not coming to PC and it's partially your fault because you're just kinda sick. We'll get into that in just a second. But of course, if you'd like to stay up to date with the latest in the video game world, consider giving Game Crunch a like and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow. And without further ado, let's just get right into today's stories. So let's start with an industry-wide issue which could hit your wallet. I'm talking about the 25% tariff on goods from Mexico. According to Matt Piscatella of Circana, these tariffs could have a significant impact on the gaming landscape, especially for physical game releases. Here's how it works. Many physical gaming products, from game discs to consoles, are manufactured or assembled in Mexico. If a 25% tariff is introduced, the cost for these products would skyrocket. And let's be real, publishers won't just absorb those costs. Instead, they're gonna pass them on to us, the gamers. This could lead to fewer physical game releases as publishers lean even more into digital distribution. And don't think digital games are immune, those prices might rise too as companies attempt to offset higher costs across the board. But it's not all doom and gloom. Piscatella also highlighted a bright spot for 2025, the Nintendo Switch 2. With more details coming in April, industry experts predict it could dominate the market, much like its predecessor. The Switch 2's success could be a silver lining in a year that might otherwise be marked by rising costs, but we'll have to see how tariffs and pricing strategies evolve in the months coming. So this is really interesting because if you remember yesterday, we talked about how there's some buzz going around in the industry that Grand Theft Auto 6 could end up as a $100 game. And a lot of that has to do with all these rising costs and developments. Now, if we're looking at tariffs, this is just kind of giving them another excuse to really raise those costs. The only thing is they're not really going to profit from those costs. So this could really push us over the edge of getting those $100 games coming really soon, and that's kind of a scary thing because as I said yesterday, our Canadian dollar, where I'm at right now, it's not doing good. I could be looking at $140 games. Now the other thing you want to look at too is as far as digital games go, they're gonna match that price. If they're selling the physical, they're gonna raise the digital to match it. Don't think they won't. If they think they can get away with it, if they think that they can raise that price, they're definitely gonna raise it for digital too. Digital is not safe. We are going to be paying more if these tariffs affect prices like it's predicted to do. So let's shift gears to a different story. TeamKill, they're working on a Dino Crisis sort of spiritual successor called Code Violet. We're going to get into why they don't want to release it on PC. Kind of your fault. Billed as a spiritual successor to Dino Crisis, this third-person action horror game is set in the 25th century and follows Violet Sinclair as she navigates a bioengineering complex overrun by dinosaurs and other terrifying creatures. Sounds pretty awesome, right? But here's the twist. Code Violet won't be coming to PC, at least not anytime soon. Why, you ask? The studio said it's because of concerns about modding. In a post on Twitter, X, TeamKill Media explained that they don't want anyone creating vulgar or pornographic mods involving the game's characters. According to developers, they hold their voice actors and artistic vision in high regard. They're not against modders in general, but they're taking a firm stance against any modifications that could destroy their art or harm the reputation of their cast. This decision has sparked quite the debate in the gaming community. On one hand, some applaud the studio for sticking to their principles. On the other hand, others argue that mods are a core part of PC gaming culture, and skipping the platform limits the game's potential reach. TeamKill also clarified that their small team of 4 developers currently doesn't have the resources to bring Code Violet to Xbox, though they didn't rule it out for the future. Interestingly, TeamKill isn't the first studio to address this issue. The developers of Final Fantasy XVI and Final Fantasy VII Rebirth have also said publicly, requested that players refrain from creating inappropriate mods when their games transition to PC. So looking at this, I honestly think this is probably going to hurt the game more than it's going to benefit the game, because we're kind of looking at people like to do these mods, people like to do this stuff, and I mean, sure, people are going to you know, mod the lady to be pretty much naked. That's just video games, okay? If you don't want people to mod your video game, then don't even make video games. People are gonna do it. If it's a good game, people are gonna do it. That's just how it is. This is really gonna hurt this game. I wouldn't be surprised if this game ends up being a bit of a flop because of this decision. I really hope that it's able to pull through and get through it, but honestly, like, it's kind of protect the voice actors. That's kind of what they're saying, right? They don't want the actors, but the character's not the actor. The character is not the actor. At least I don't think it is. Is it modeled after the actor? Maybe it is. I don't know. But either way, I mean, if you're an actor, if you're a public figure, like, get used to it. People are just gonna mod you. They're gonna put you into AI stuff. That's how it is. And that's all I've got for you today. So of course, let me know what your thoughts are down below. Are you a little worried about these tariffs and how this could affect game prices? Reading about this morning, I kinda am. I really don't want game prices to go that high, even though there's several games, as I said, that I would gladly pay over $100 for, from like Tears of the Kingdom to Elden Ring, you know what I mean? But I'd like to not pay more for games. And then what do you think of this whole decision here from TeamKill? Do you think this is a good decision to not bring it to PC just because they don't want their character modded in any sort of sexualized way? And in case you missed yesterday's news, I'm going to put a video over here and another video you might like over here, and I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one.